What's up, everybody? John Leslie with Feel Good Fitness. Today we're going to go through my warm-up before I go running. So we're going to do 3 exercises. 1, we're going to statically stretch my adductors as well as my hip flexors because those two things are tight. Those two muscles are tight on me. 2nd, we're going to activate my glutes because they are underactive and I want to make sure that they are the dominant muscle when running. 3, I'm going to activate my core musculature as well as my quadratus lumborum, the stabilization of my pelvis. So those are the 3 things that I do. For an adductor stretch, I stand toes pointing 12 o'clock. I'm going to drop down, my back is flat, my abs are tight, my belly button is sucked in, and I'm just going to go to the point where I feel the stretch, okay? What we're not going to do is go to the point that we feel pain. So I'm going to hold that for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to go to a hip flexor stretch. This is going to be in a staggered stance position. We're going to go forwards. You can drive your belly button diagonally and kind of your hip into the ground if you need more of a stretch. And then you can put your arm up. The other thing you can do, for me, this is what I do, you can slightly angle your back foot out, and that's going to bias your TFL, okay? So that's one thing that you can do. The second thing that I do is activate my glutes. So what I use is a band. Take a band, double it up, or if you have a band that can do it with a single, that's great. I like to do this without shoes on because it really cues you to root your feet into the ground well. You can either put this above your knees, or if you want it to be a little more challenging, you can put it below your shins. Either way, this is going to cue that abduction, abduction, away from the body. So the hips are going to be opening, the glutes are going to be activating, and that is what we want. We want to prime the glutes, or at least for me, I want to prime the glutes before I run because they are underactive. So the last exercise that I do is going to be called a bird dog. You're going to get into a quadruped position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and you're going to, with opposite arm and leg, extend like so. That's going to help the core musculature as well as the QL, the quadratus lumborum, which is going to stabilize the pelvis when you're running. So we have the stretching of the adductors and the hip flexors for me, because those are tight. We have the activation of the glutes, because those are weak for me. And then we have the priming of the core and the QL. I hope this helps.